In this episode, we pull King Kombi's motor out, we put it back in, we pull it apart, we start it up, we make puppets, we think we're puppets, these look like puppets. Project 71 tries to open the door, we load King Kombi, we get on the road, there's our crew, load them all up and head to our location. It's all in this episode, episode 24 of King Kombi, Kings of RC YouTube channel. Watch on.
Hey guys, here we are. It is Thursday night, late as usual. I've been away for a few days on a show, and the boys have come down, and some of the local goats have come down and give Simon a hand putting the roof of the body on. And we're going to start bolting the panels on. And we bought these aluminium washers to put on the side here, but because they don't make them big enough for what we want, we needed to make our own custom ones. So Simon's busily knocking out the last few of those now. So here we go, here's a little row of the complete ones. And here he is now, working on the lathe, knocking out the last couple. So as per usual, just like with everything else on this truck, it's handmade. So most of the stuff that's on this truck here is all handmade. There's so much, because it's so unique, you can't just buy these things off the shelf. So, like so many other parts on here, we make it on the lathe ourselves. So, these things all take time, but it's just another one of those things. You can't go down to the local Bunnings and buy these washers, so
yeah,
you got to make them yourself.
Yep, I'm making this is the last one. Thank you.
Last one. Only had to do 8 of them, but just another 5-minute job, which turns into 50 minutes. So
yeah. Heaps of jobs to do, like get these made, get the roof on, and put the sides on. Yeah, we decided to do all the testing on the Kombi with the body on. We had a fella here that knows a fair bit about shocks, Paul from down south, and he even advised to put a bit of weight on the car, get all the weight in, like body on, fire system, all the other crap in that we're going to have, because the car came out at 1,565 kilos on the scales. Thanks, Michael Vasili, for your scales, to borrow them. And with the body on, driver in, I think we're going to add 250, 300 kilos to it. So we've had it running and we've driven it out front just back and forth, but we want to test it with all its weight on there, so everything on the body, everything that's in there, because that's what it'll be when we're doing our stuff. So we're testing it with everything on there. So that's what we're working towards now, getting it running like that. So yeah, getting closer. Bruce is away for like nearly, 5 weeks?
yeah, on the road, touring for 5 weeks, so
He's away off work, so I'll be frantically getting this done and hopefully get the truck registered by the time he's back. And
we'll be ready to go and hit and do some hardcore testing.
yeah, that's coming up real soon, so yeah, that's where we're at. That's about it for now.
All good.
Yeah.
See you soon. There you go. It's the 11th of August, 2022. I don't know what time it is. It's late. And here we are at King Kombi Entertainment. And this is what we achieved tonight. The beast is in its home. Didn't take, it was hardly an effort at all.
See that pile of aluminium over there?
There was no effort whatsoever.
Look on the ground there. See all the aluminium?
There's a tiny bit of alley there, nothing major. It's not like we had to chop part of the sides off our ramps and put in some supports and put in some extra custom made longer ramps at the tail.
Because of the bumper bar, the front bumper bar, we never had the body on. It was just a headache. But we found a way of getting it now, so we had to make these little ramps up, put this chock here, and that got it to the right height. And once we get it to just past here, we have to hook it up underneath. Unfortunately, it's just a creation that needs that.
It's a two-stage winching process. So yeah, we pick it up from inside the front windows with the straps initially, and then we hook it up from underneath.
So I've got a bit of tidying up here to do, but I'll tidy all these up. Unfortunately, it's just the way it is. It's never supposed to be easy, is it?
No, if it was easy, everyone would be doing it.
That's right. No one would be.
But yes, as expected, she's. I mean, it was no different last time. It was tight last time, but obviously with no body, we obviously had to take the rear guards off because it won't fit in without that. Front guards have got plenty of clearance. Down the side there, there's a good foot or more. You know, a good 300-400 mil gap from the roof up to our storage racks and everything up the top, and where the mini combis go. So there's plenty of room up top, enough room down the sides, and obviously this is the underneath section here. We've got our tie down points here, and we'll be some more there. And this is where the ramps will actually go in, double stacked up. Ramps will go in there, and they'll be ratcheted down, and then the Kombi is ratcheted down with straps further up. So it's
we're just tired and hungry. That's all it is, eh, Bruce?
tired, hungry as per usual, but
Come and have a look at the front of it, because it looks lovely.
again, if it was easy, everyone would be doing these projects. But as everyone knows, you see a million half-assed, half-done projects, people selling half-completed projects, because nothing's ever easy.
Just dusty, isn't it? Is it dusty?
Yeah, body's very dusty.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's good. It works. The lights work. Car's in. Kombi's in. Winch works.
Winch is a beast, absolute beast.
So we're happy with all that.
Simon's hat.
There's Matt.
Their guardrails that we put on, the tyres, their rub rails, they work beautifully.
Yeah.
Once it gets in here, it just guides its own way in here.
Most of these Pro 2 trucks that don't have a Kombi body on them, they actually have an open trailer, so the tyres can hang on the edge of the guards, whereas we did this thing inside a truck, so. But the front guard's clear, everything clears.
Yeah,
We can cart it
honestly.
now. We can take this thing around Australia, can't we, Brucey?
Yep.
So yeah, very happy. Frustrated with the ramps, but we've got past that now, so we're happier.
Indeed we are.
So like, we're working on the RC cars now, trying to get all them finished. A lot of them have happened. Do you want to come and see all them?
Yep.
Let's go for a walk and see them. We normally got better stairs than this, but they're in the room. Just looks cool looking at that.
She's beautiful sitting in there. We'll move on to our little storage room around the corner here from the workshop.
Oh, here's a Kombi here.
There's a chassis here,
Chassis here.
Lozzie chassis.
We've got some custom engine mounts we're going to make up. Believe it or not, I've got to turn that, modify that, bang. 5-minute job should be done.
Yep.
That'll be one of our electric Kombis. It's actually a lot clearer than it used to be. All these little mini Kombis, they're done. We got the chicken farm, the cops, police.
Dedicated one to Ryan.
Kitchen
The
K,
old bread van.
Red Baron, Mr. Juicy, all those 6 are done. Next one will be the Hippie. Another one we're going to paint, which look a special theme. And 2 electrics, and yeah. So they're all coming along. They're all need running in.
Happy days.
More updates soon, eh?
We'll continue soon.
So this picture you see here is the Kombi outside. We just fitted it inside the truck. We had to modify the rams because the front bumper was touching. The rear guards were just held on by 1 bolt there, but we made sure it all fitted into the truck. What we didn't know at this stage, or I didn't know, was as you can see in the next video coming up, the interest rates in Australia started climbing pretty drastically in beginning of 2022 and started climbing and climbing. Now, the main sponsor of King Kombi is basically my back pocket, sponsored by the hobby shop to sponsor the vehicle. So what happened was people that were coming in to race RC cars, we had a lot of families with kids anywhere from 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. A lot of the parents that were coming and bringing the cars down stopped coming and slowed right down. And people in the hobby shop started slowing down. Nothing like COVID times where everyone had lots of money. The bad side of interest rates were everyone's repayments went up and everyone had less money and everyone spent less money, especially on hobbies which are basically discretionary spending. So I had another business we started, which was our bolt shop, which saved us. But basically what it meant for King Kombi was there was no money at all in 2022 and into 2023. It slowed right down. I had to concentrate on making every cent I could to pay the bills. So basically, King Kombi sat for an entire year. Unfortunately, if you don't have money with any project or any type of car where you need money, it's very hard to get stuff done. So I had to basically concentrate, put the Kombi away, knuckle down. We did do a couple of very small things, but basically everything required money to go any further. So in the next video, you'll see we actually had to pull the motor back out because as the thing runs on methanol and there was a bit of methanol left in the motor from fumes, it created some rust. So in August 2023, the decision was made to pull the motor back out and clean everything up just to be safe and get rid of the rust and basically put it back together again. And you'll see that in the next video. And after that, we're looking for a location for its first test and videos, and that's coming up in the next videos. And that's an explanation of why it took so long.
Alrighty, here we are, Sunday 6th of August. It's been probably quite a long time since we've done any update or what have you, but here we are in the shop. It's probably
we're doing a video update.
We're doing a video update, yeah. It's probably a lot's probably happened in the last few months. Well, a lot's happened, but a lot hasn't happened. Got to the stage where we needed to do a bit of maintenance, and the poor old girl's been sitting here for a while, so we've decided we have to pull the motor out, and to do that we obviously need to pull a lot of other bits and pieces out. And that's what we're doing at the moment, so we're sort of almost there.
So why are we pulling the motor out, Chris?
Why are we pulling the motor out?
Yes.
Pulling the motor out because we've had a few small little surface rust issues that we've seen in the rockers.
Yeah. So it was basically August last year we started the car. And what month are we in now?
August.
A year later.
It's been a year since we started the car, so yes, it's been a bit of a concern.
So basically what happened was there's been no income, has there, Bruce?
No income coming into the business, so everything's been put on hold, but
our hobby industry's really dropped in the arse since the interest rates rose, and that really took hold in 2023 at the start of it, which was basically from January, February, March this year. It started to slow down drastically, and the hobby shop's our main sponsor of this project. So that's why we slowed down on it. We haven't done anything, have we, Bruce?
no, nothing was done. So, but yeah, we sort of had a look, and there was a bit of surface rust in the rockers. So,
but we're now pulling it apart because the windage tray in the sump was uncoated, so it's bare metal. That's not a problem if you're running the things all the time, but this thing hasn't. It's driven 50 metres and hasn't done anything since then, has it?
No. So we're a bit concerned that there's going to be a bit of surface rust down in the motor in the sump. So the only way to check it is to pull it apart. So
20 hours labour, we'll pull the motor out, put the motor back in. We've actually got some infusers and back up now because
we just
starting to recover.
So yeah, but no, it's just spending a bit of time and back on the project again. So doing what we can with our limited funds. Our labour, our time doesn't cost us any money. So
yeah, no, that's free.
So we're here happy as Larry. So it's the blower and the hat sitting on the bench here. All the bits and pieces. A few things we probably realise we might make some sort of changes to. We're going to make an extension on the what's this bloody thing called, Simon?
What's that, buddy?
On this spew tank.
That's an overflow puke tank.
Yeah, puke tank. That's it. Not spew tank. Puke tank. But yeah, apart from that, just body panels and bits and pieces around the shop. Through here, yeah, sort of panels, other bits and pieces, little combis are sort of all sitting up in there, but yeah. So I just had to redistribute all our little bits and pieces, hoses, belts, blower belts. So yeah, so this is pretty much where we're at. Engine pulling apart, so yeah, I guess during the week we'll have it out on its stand and start pulling it apart and see what it looks like inside. Until then,
but basically, it's just we had no enthusiasm for it because we had no funds for it. I just haven't any spare money to spend on the project at all. Too many bills and stuff in the road, so that's been the number one priority, is to pay bills. But we're slowly recovering. And as we recover, we'll get back into this. We desperately want to do our testing and do a video for our YouTube channel and stuff like that. And that's what we're working towards, and hopefully that happens soonish, yeah.
That's where we're at. We'll more update shortly.
Rightio, so after pulling the motor and gearbox back out of the Kombi and fully rebuilding it, it was just like deja vu. A year before we'd done the same thing. But sometimes that's what's got to happen. We put it all back in. I had a quick test drive of it because Project 71 was around and everything was good. And yeah, we move on. So with the Kombi all running good, it was time to put all the body panels back on, everything back on, and basically go find our driver. And we're getting super close now to our test drive, so it was time to find the driver. So after we checked the motor ran good and all that, we were happy with it again, and it all come back to life. It was time to find our fearless driver, Project 71. Just had to show him how to open the door, and we were basically ready to pack the Kombi up and go to our test location, which was Warwick Dragway. So yeah, basically I assured him everything was in there, the motor was in there, and he was happy with it. So it was time to load the truck up and get underway.
Kombi's in the truck, and so are all the mini Kombis. They're all in their little home where they live. They're in their home. So yesterday we went and did a bit of a photo shoot down the park, and took everything out and took some pickies of all the little babies and the big fella. So I just thought we'd just show you a picky of all the little ones inside here. And King Kombi, of course, sitting inside. As we've shown you before, she's a nice tight fit inside the truck here, nice and cozy. The rear guards, obviously, as you can see, they come off, and they live in the front of the truck here, all stored away. So because they overhang over the tyre. So, but everything else is all nice and good. All the little ones are all strapped in beautifully and all padded and nice and secure for transport. So we'll show you we can show you a couple of pickies from our photo shoot yesterday. Apart from that, we're moving on. King Kombi out.
So after we done our photo shoot down the park, we noticed something was missing from the little Kombis, and that was each one needed a character. So in the form of a character, we meant a puppet. So basically, Bruce found some instructions on the internet of how to make a puppet, and we became puppet makers, and started sewing and learning how to make puppets. And that was our next job, to make each little van have its own little character and come to life. There's all their noggins, and here's the first video of building them.
Here it's Thursday the 7th of September. We're in Puppet Town at the moment, Puppet Factory. Here we have puppeteer master Simon, and he's learning how to sew.
What's this fella?
I don't know. He's gonna have to be redone, I think.
Nah, it's a big Stan.
Nah, we need to redo him. I'm not happy with him. But anyway,
I'm Big Stan.
He is Big Stan.
Don't you tell me I'm not Big Stan. I am Big Stan.
Anyway, so we've got all our different colour materials, all our fleeces, all our patterns. Here's the brother SL170, which you will remember back from Upholstery 101 with Bruce, and the seats that I did. Yeah, we're all over it. So it's all happening. Hello.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So there's another guy up there. He's just hanging out.
Yeah.
He's half form at the moment.
That's my brother. He hasn't even got a mouth.
Nah. But apart from that,
that's my cousin down there.
he's not even in his proper shape yet.
What's this thing?
Anyway, so this is where we're at. This is our next.
Hey, hurry up!
Our next saga in the King Kombi and the Kings of RC.
Hey,
as you can see, Simon is very easily amused. Very easily amused.
Hey, big guy, turn that thing off and help me.
Yep.
Where's my eyes? You don't have any yet.
No eyes. No eyes, no tongue, no hair, no ears, no nothing.
Who am I again?
You're not Big Stan, mate. I need to redo you. I'm not happy with you. But anyway, you'll probably become Big Stan one day.
I'm Big Stan.
All right, more updates soon. Peter, I can't do your floor plans with the right logo on it because I'm busy making puppets.
Rightio, so these are templates. Basically, that's a template I made to make the arms, and you'd lay them down onto the fabric and start tracing them all out, and then you sew the patterns up. You had to leave a little spot for the hands to go in. So they're the noses, so there was a pattern to make the noses, and then we started producing lots of noses. Once the noses were done, we started making the actual puppet bodies and all their arms, which went to them. Even got the verniers out to measure them up to make sure they were very similar in size. So there you go. A little bit of measuring involved. The whole battery bob was basically just a block of foam that we covered in fabric, and yeah, because he's a battery. So basically, yeah, put him on there in his terminal. They were the wrong eyes. We ended up changing them. They were too googly. Here's where I'm up to on the hands. See all these little things? So they end up in there. So when it's all glued together, that's with the foam in, then we've got to sew over that. This is so if we want to do acting, we can put like the little rods in there and move them up and down. Instead of rods hanging off, we'll put a bit of blue tack over that or something. Doesn't touch. Look, I can stick the finger up. We can bend the fingers up. So they're pretty cool. They all bend up. So that one's going to be sewed up. That's got the foam in there. So there's the little foams. And here's all the ones I've got to twist up under them. So it's making progress, buddy. This is making puppet hands. So we've got a hot glue. And here, this is what joins all the wire together for the hands. Then we glue down these. So. Slow job. And this one. And then wait for it to dry. Flip that and do the other side. There's how many I'm going to make. These are all hands. This is Master Puppeteer Jackie.
The nice one looks good. Getting them in here, the foam.
Nice. So that's the foam in the hand after you put the foam on. You can see, like so. This is the gal puppet, the rock check. That's her there. Oh, she's got a mouth wide open. This battery bob, getting closer. This is the puppet factory. There's Supervisor Albie. Albie. Sammy. Sammy. Albie. Puppet Factory 101. Hey, Donald. Well, the Puppet Factory's coming along. We've got whites, browns, Caucasians, and I'm the gal. Cute. Rightio. So it's all coming along. There's a remainder heads. Jackie's going to sew the last three up. We're going to now build battery bob. Battery bob. He's next. Looking good, eh, buddy? Rightio. This is an update from the Puppet Factory. What's your name? Have you got a name yet? You haven't got a name yet, eh? I can tell you now you're going to be driving the hippie van. Sounds good. Here's the puppeteer master.
Still trying to wish Bruce was here. Anyway. So what do you think the back of the hair looks good, doesn't it? The back?
I like my hair. Looks good.
Got to cut that off.
Yeah, so
once I sew it on. I sewed his mow on, I sewed Big Stan's mow on.
Big Stan's got a mow.
Yeah.
There you go, mate. Puppet Factory is coming along. They're all getting their personalities and faces and stuff. Here's the puppet bench. Here's the puppeteer. There's the puppy dogs. Abby! Abby!
No, you can't play with that. So happy with that one? And it's better than going round like I did, hey? Because the sides, see how the sides hang down now like that?
Yep. Where's my hippie girlfriend?
She's a-coming.
Very good. Rightio, so we're getting super close now. So we put the little Kombi bodies out and had to make mounts for them. So everything was getting close. So you'll see that coming up. There's Private Rhino Ryan. Bruce giving him the salute and Ryan giving Bruce a salute. So they're pretty cool. And a couple of the puppets missing their eyes. That's actually Big Stan and the hippie chick. And then I started making little mounts. You could see where I bolted in the plates for the little Kombis. You'll see that coming up. King Kombi update. It's Wednesday the 18th of October. We are taking King Kombi to Warwick Dragway to do some filming. These are our little puppets that we made. So this one's the Red Baron, the police, Rhino Ron the army van. That one's Jeff, the electric eel, the Baker boys. That one's Big Stan, Hippie Band, King Kombi Jr. This is our new one. This is the Misty Rose Rock Chick. So there's all the puppets after about 4 weeks work of muck around making puppets. Between myself, Jackie and Bruce. All the puppets made. And here's Battery Bob. He's just got to have his gloves and his arms sewn on. So that's Battery Bob. And right now it's 9 o'clock at night. Been a practice night for RC, some guys down practicing. These are the bodies. So I am now making a platform for the pups to sit in on one of the test bodies. So this is a platform. I'm going to have to mount this in here, fold it up, it's a bit of aluminium, and there's the rest of them. So that's an update. We'll give more updates as we get loading the truck and everything done, but yeah, so there's all the bodies. The Kings of RC. More updates soon. So trial fitting Big Stan in one of the test bodies. So Big Stan's hand will go around here. I'll have to bolt the aluminium in there. This will be his little platform. And we'll put something inside him. And we'll have to make a little steering wheel so he grabs on there. So, and we'll have to put something inside Big Stan to keep him upright. His mouth, some sort of wire thing, so should work. These little hands, they grab on here because they've got wire inside them. Unhook him. Ooh. You'll be right, Big Stan, we'll fix you. So what I've done is, these little bolts in here, and there's a little aluminium plate that lives inside there. You can see it right there. There it is down in there. And all these bodies out here, they are got all the plates in them. Plates there, all of them. And the aluminium that goes inside them looks like that. I'm going to paint these black in a sec. And that will get painted. It's got a plastic coating on it, along with these other 9, 10 of them. And that's what the puppets will sit on. And then we'll make up a little platform. They'll have like a little thing with a steering wheel so the puppet's hand can attach to it. So yeah, all the last minute jobs. This one will be a bit different, Battery Bob, because he sits in the middle. So he'll be the unique one. Yeah. So yeah, getting it all done. We're only a couple of days out, Thursday, Friday. We load the truck on Saturday and we leave Sunday morning. Rightio, buddy. So there's the steering wheel. That's made up, that's hooked on, so he hooks on there and there. Now I've just got to mount the tin in. A couple of quick rivets and some elastic, and she goes. As soon as we get a pull noodle and a bit of thing here, I think she's on a winner, but it can't pull out now. So all the puppets were trial fitted in their cars. There's Big Stan, Red Baron, Jeff, Misty Rose, Rhino Ryan. They all come up really, really cool. There's the Baker Boys, Battery Bob. He's a special man. He's a special fellow, that one. Hippie Chicks and the Hippie Bloke. Police Van, he come up really, really cool. And finally, Project 71 Duke.
Hey folks, here we are. It's 22nd of October. We're on our way to Warwick, the drags to test the Kombi, and the little Kombis and everything. So I'm going to flip it around in a second and show you the truck. Here we are. Here's the truck. Just leaving home base. Truck's all loaded. Simon, Jackie, the dogs, everything. I'm all sorted as well. Got the van. Got the van sitting there behind me. So we're on our way. We're on our way. First time ever. So first time ever we're going to do something with the Kombi. So let's hope it's all good. We'll see you on the other end.
So did the trip to Warwick go smoothly? No. We got to about Benley, probably only 30 k's up the road, and we split the main airline in the truck. Huge explosion. It was the airline blowing off, 18 mil, and that dropped all the air, which basically locked the brakes on. We managed to pull it up and try and fix it. So that was one of our first dramas. Luckily we had a mate of mine, Dale, that was with us, and he had a truck shop literally just around the corner, so we got some copper olives. He had some in 18 mil, believe it or not, on a Sunday, and we managed to soldier on and keep stretching the airline. But that nearly stopped us, and nearly turned around and cancelled the whole show, but we soldiered on. It was the hottest day of the year, October the 23rd, 2023. We went up Cunningham's Gap and limped into Warwick, with a few other dramas which we managed to resolve. But that's what happens when you have old trucks recon. You find all the dramas that come out in the first trip. Finally made it there. Here's Bruce having a beer, and we're all worn out, trying to get some sleep for the next day, which was actually the Monday that we're going to do the filming. And here's the next video.
Alright, here we are, Monday 23rd of October, out at Warwick Drag Strip. It's our campgrounds from last night. And here we are, here's the truck set up. Here we are prepping all the mini Kombis. We've got all our volunteers here, which we're greatly appreciative of. So the crew are just sitting here waiting. We're just putting in the puppets into the cars at the moment. Last minute prep. Everyone's had a bit of a drive of the mini Kombis to see how they handle and see how they go. So here we got the crew sitting here all ready to go. We got King Kombi sitting down there at the start line. And we'll be doing the shooting a bit further down the track there, down the end. Young TJ is driving for us today. Hey TJ. We got Wayne. We got Big Ricky. We got Rowan, Dom, Dale, James, Steve, myself driving a little Kombi. So should be a crack of a day. The weather's fantastic. The flies are loving it here with us. And we'll check in with you a bit later on, show you some more action then. Track 2 or 3 times so we get it all correct, and so we can actually make sure that we can drive in a straight line, we can all separate together, and then after we've got that down pat, hopefully 2 or 3 times, we'll then do our first dry run with the actual King Kombi behind us. So what will happen is we'll start driving the mini Kombis, and King Kombi, when I give the word go, we split and continue to drive. We don't slow down. We just basically still hold the throttle on our normal speed, our normal straight speed. We split to either side, and King Kombi will drive straight through the middle of us. So just make sure that you just stay to the side, don't alter, just keep driving the straight line. King Kombi will drive straight through us, and then the Kombi will then drive past the next to the camera car, and that'll be the end of the shot. So, has anybody got any questions with regards to that and what we need to achieve for that first section? We're all good? We'll probably try, as I said, the first couple of shots we'll do, we'll probably try and determine how far apart we need to be. There's no way in the world that we're obviously going to be this close together. So ideally each Kombi will be at least, say 2 meters apart. the truck will be parked down the end, because we'll obviously be at the top of the truck and the actual track is coming towards us. We'll actually have a bit of a better perspective of the cars coming towards us, because they'll actually be coming downhill towards us. So that means that we should get a better perspective looking above. So we should better see the combis in a line and see the distance that we're keeping in between us. So as I said, that'll be our first run. Hopefully we don't take too many takes to get it right. That's our first achievement that we need to achieve this morning. After that, we're sort of doing a couple of shots in reverse. The next thing we need to do is we'll have all 10 combis pretty much drive from different areas and different locations, and all 10 combis will come together at once and all just park around the King Kombi, which will be located in the middle of the drag strip. So it's basically a scenario where all the mini combis are actually meeting up Project 71 and King Kombi. And then once they're there, the next shot will then be them driving in a line and what have you, but we're just doing it in reverse and recording wise. Hopefully that'll be done by lunchtime, all the mini combi stuff. Those that would like to stay and help us do some more stuff are more than welcome to. Those that need to head off are more than welcome to head off after we've achieved all the mini combi stuff. We'll then be concentrating on shooting some more detailed stuff with the big combi itself. We're going to do some burnouts, some launches, some in-car camera stuff, some driving down off the dirt, and some drive-bys and other bits and pieces. So we'll be doing that this afternoon.
So with all things packed up, it was time to get on the road to Warwick Dragway. So that was our location. So we managed to secure Warwick Dragway. They at a very reasonable cost of $1,000 to go out in there and do the filming and driving of King Kombi on the Monday. Obviously, we didn't want to jump the vehicle as of yet, so we went to Warwick Dragway just to do some power tests to see how it drove under power, do some burnouts, and drive the mini combis around King Kombi. So it was a lot to organise, but we got it there. So with all the truck dramas and financial troubles with the lead up to get there, it was a major undertaking. But we do appreciate everything Warwick Dragway did for us by letting us go there. The downside was that on one of the burnouts, we actually crossed the centre line, which was a brand new track at that stage, and it put a mark straight across the centre line. You'll see that there. And we did not mean to do that, but unfortunately with cars, some things happen. The reason we were near the centre line was just in case the car turned hard left, that we didn't run it into the wall, because we did not know what it was going to do. But on one of the runs it moved over and crossed the centre line. So we made another $1,000 donation to the track. We're very sorry for what we did, so they could get paint and fix it. And we threw in an extra $60 for a carton of beer. So we're very sorry to Warwick Dragway, and we did not mean for that to happen. But overall, the Kombi did well. We got the filming in. The volunteer crew, we would not have been able to do the filming that you'll see in the next episode without the volunteer crew that we had. They're all experienced RC car drivers, and they drove the mini combis. Project 71 drove the big Kombi, and we got it there. So yeah, guys, if you like what you've seen over this whole series, like and subscribe. Will we do anything with King Kombi again? Yes, I intend on doing more stuff with it, with Project 71. But at this stage, it's just the cost effective, and we'll just play it by ear. But we do intend on having more content. It won't be every week, but we'll have more content coming. So thanks again to everyone that's liked and subscribed and watched the channel, and to Bruce for all his hard effort to get it there, and the volunteer crew that came out to Warwick. Watch on for next week. Episode 25 will be our debut video of the King Kombi. Thanks for watching, guys.